right? When resistance doesn't work, and I took some shorts today and broke even, but the market was very, very strong, and I was glad that I broke even on most of them. I took a couple of radical trades towards the end that I should not have traded, but I want to look at the good trades and the bad trades here. First, let's look at the market. Trading futures is the same as trading stocks. This techniques is all the same. Here's the several months here. This is a daily chart, but you can see in the last 3 months, you know, the ES, the SPY, and all that stuff, the S&P 500 and all that's going up right here. And we just had this new year, and it's been going down. In fact, almost every day this year, it's been going down until today, the 8th. It's had a strong move up. Looking closely here, you can see this is the beginning of a new year right here for the most part, right here. And today, it just shot up past the day before's pivot, 2 days pivot, 3 days pivot, and it just kept going up. And, these kind of days happen, but we're looking for it to, I guess I was short biased, and I should have not necessarily been short biased as much as I was. So here's the day. This is where, basically the beginning of the day, 9:30, and it just, look at this trend line straight up, and it broke the trend line, but then it just grinded it, and it went up over the trend line again. Now, that's a strong move. So here we have some resistance from previous days. All right. We've got the day before, the 2 days before, and 3 days before. And if we look at this real closely here, let's look at the 4-hour chart too, real quick while we're at it. 4-hour chart, you can see where, let's see where resistance should have been. This is today. What a day. You have all these pintails from previous days, right? And then you got over here, you got where it sold off, pintails. And usually where it takes off in the past is where it broke down. And that's exactly a range that I was looking for it to come up into. And these are the areas that I tried to short. And fortunately, I broke even on most all my shorts. So, I did a short towards the end that didn't work, and I turned around and got long on it actually finally, and it worked. So the only good trade I did on this thing today was a long, but I didn't stay in it very long, and I want to go over that right now. So here's the 1-minute chart on the ES futures. You can see this massively bullish run. So at first, right when it broke, what I like about this, here's the 5-minute range. First opening 5 minutes. And you can see this is the range, at least the range that I saw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when it put in this new high, that's where I kind of marked it. So, the first 10, 15-minute range here. And I tried to short it right here because, it was bumping into, these pintails on the 4-hour chart like I showed you. So I tried to short it. It went down. As soon as it went down and, came into these uptrending 50 moving average, I saw it coming back up, and I just took my stop, and I broke even. That's a break-even trade. All right. Then I saw what I really love to see. One of my favorite patterns to trade is when it breaks out of the opening, goes up, comes down and tests, and starts to go back up green. You can see I got long right there, and my goal was to the top. And my stop was really right underneath this. Not down here, but right underneath this. And it went up, and it was wonderful. It triggered me out. Came all the way back down where I probably could have entered again, but I didn't. Here's a beautiful area that I wish I took. All day long, I was trying to short it. Here's a break-even short. Here's a break-even short. And, boy, that one actually made a couple points. And it just wouldn't go down. And I had all kinds of opportunities to get in this thing. I really, really did. I circled some areas that I could have gotten long on it. Right here, came up over this pivot and kept on going. It was this scary because look at this red pintail, this red candle coming down. I mean, it reversed. and then it started breaking down over here, and I was thinking about shorting right here, and I probably could have broke even on that or at least made something. But this is the first time that it went under the 50 and the 50 actually curved down. So this area was not a bad idea to short, but it just goes right back up. It creates some consolidation right here where I could have gotten long right here, came back up and tested that area and went right back up, tested that area and went right back up. It kept testing that area, and it broke out. Why could I not have at least tried here? You know? So, what did I do? Did I go long right here? I think I did finally go long, and it went up. I got in late on this. Got in late. Because I got in late, I didn't want it to go down, and I really wasn't sure where to put my stop. I mean, probably under this structure here, but after having that good trade, I didn't want to give everything back. That's another thing. I was afraid to give back everything that I made. First day trading futures in a long time, back here trading it, and I didn't want my first day back to be a loss. And then I saw it take off where I could have gotten in on the momentum here. Could have gotten in on the momentum in several places. Right here, I knew it was going to keep going, but I didn't do anything. I could have kept my stop right underneath that. Here's a good place to have my stop, and I just want to go over this, and I want to confront the fear, talk about the fear that I had, and understand that shorting it in a strong bull market like this, even though there's pivots, is risky. But I'm glad that I was able to break even on all those shorts. Here I finally decided to go long. Right here towards the end of the day, I got long right here because what it did, this is the trend line, went over the trend line, crunched over it back here, and it went over it again, and I was going long with this momentum. Except it didn't. I put my stop right underneath this pivot, and it came and stopped me out as soon as I decided to go long. And then I reversed it, thinking, okay, it's finally going to break down. But the 50 moving average is going up. Okay, on a day like this, it's higher probability to just try to go long. And I got to get that counter trend trading, catching the top spirit out of me. And what happened was I went long when it broke this trend line right here, but I got in late and I held it all the way to up here. So this was a good move. And it basically, I ended up with a profit today, but not much because of this loss here. I literally lost the whole stop loss on this long here. And then when I reversed it, I lost when it went up into here, and I reversed again and I went long. So I reversed here to go short, got stopped out here, reversed again to go long. So this whole area had two bad trades, but this one was a good trade. It went all the way up here where I was hoping, and it worked. So those are my trades. That's my psychology. Those are my goods, my bads, and I hope that I can get something out of this video and learn from this in the future. And don't be afraid to take the trade when it's a strong bull market. You got to get past that fear, and don't wait till the end of the day to try to go long on it, and don't try to short in a strong bull market. Okay, so don't be afraid to take the trade when it's running. Don't be afraid to take the trade, and don't try to short it when it's running strong in a bull market. Okay, get that through my thick skull. All right, let's try to remember that. Peace.